PSLE is coming. Can you solve this 2021 PSLE math question? And the question goes, a small circle with center O has been cut from a larger circular piece of cardboard which has the same center. The radius of the small circle is 8 centimeters. The remaining cardboard is then cut into 4 equal parts along the dotted line as shown in figure 1. So these 4 parts are then rearranged to form the shape shown in figure 2. Then find the parameter of the new shape. So this new shape also has the length of 42 centimeters, as what you see over here. So we also know the radius of the small circle is 8 centimeters. So that means this inner red circle has the radius of 8 centimeters. Then if you were to look closely in this figure, actually the top half is basically in reverse. So this is the original figure 1. And then if you were to actually split this 8 centimeter into its own, we could say, quadrants, then if you were to go back to figure 2, these other two sides of the figure is also 8 centimeters. So now we know this, we can actually get the big circle radius, which is the green length plus 8. So how do we get the green length? Since we know the whole length of this figure and we know this 8 centimeters, so we can actually just have 42 minus 4 eighths as what we see over here, or the 4 quadrants or 4 circle radius. And this will give us 10. Since we know 2 green length, then we can get 1 green length, which is essentially equal to 5. So now we know that the green length is equal to 5. We can actually get the big radius, which is basically just 5 plus 8. And this gives us 13. So now we know the small circle radius and the big circle radius. Then we can actually find the parameter of the shape. So first we want to count the number of quarter red circles or the small circles parameter. So basically we just want to count the outline. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 red small circle outline. And since we have 4, essentially it's just one small circle. What about the quarter blue or big circle? So if you were to count the outline, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and essentially it's just one blue circle parameter. So now the thing is that since we know that we have 1 and 2, I would say circles, which is the small and the big, so the total parameter would then be equal to one small circle plus one blue big circle. But is that it? We also need to include the outline as what we see over here, the 5 over here and the 5 over here. So we need to add 2 5s. Now, so we need to add 2 5s over here. So then we will just calculate the first one, which is the small red outline parameter circle, which is essentially equal to, you guessed it, 50.24. What about the blue one? So the blue one, I think you probably also know how to calculate, and the answer is 81.64. So now we just calculate the total parameter, and this will give us the final answer, which is 141.88 centimeter. And that's how you solve this PSLE math question.